What's happening? We trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. We trapping on a Sunday. You already know how it goes. We trapping in our church clothes. You already know that. Let's get it. Shout out to my YouTube brother ACM Sports in the building early this morning. Shout out to Cowboys Click, Mr. Joe Tranchina, DP Johnson in the building. Let's get it. Kelvin Hicks, John Jones in the building. Let's go. Landlord from Wakanda in the building. I gotta say your name like that for some reason. Shout out to Metris Adams in the building. It's too easy. Alfredo Hector in the building. You understand? Mr. Bruce got the toxic juice. Miss Elda Lockhart with her great return. You know what I'm saying? Her grand entrance. We appreciate all your things you do for the nation, man. We really do. Shout out to Cowboys Fangirl in the building. Harold Jones in the building. You understand? Big Dallas 8604, Desmond Man, Chris Johnson, JC Cowboys Network, M Sports. We in the building today, man. Let's get it. And y'all already know we gotta hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Shout out to Charlie Jones in the building. You understand? Jeffrey Smith, The Truth, MDP in the building, Brendan Dunson in the building, Starter Kick Duke, Peter Rizzo, Common Sense Lab B in the building, Lawrence Moore, you understand, Terry Stewart, we in here, man. And y'all already know, first and foremost, we gotta make sure these haters doing the most, and that's hate, man. Let's get it, man. Hit that like and share for the squad. Let's get this trap jumping around the corner. Let's go, y'all. Yeah, let's get it.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Hey.
Ain't no looking back.
Who's grateful in the building? What's happening?
Hey, I know that they mad.
Let's go.
Just let them hate.
Hey.
That what make them
Let's
hate.
get
That
it.
what make them hate. Hey. And we just
I gotta practice what I preach, cause I ain't even sharing it on the X machine yet.
That what make them hate. Hey. Cause we just
share it on
getting
X.
cake and they just in the way. Hey.
Not on drugs.
Landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's get it.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high, used to run knockouts, but it's real now. Real fly, I probably average your career high. Peter one day hating on it, probably wanna kill.
Let's go.
When they got our own band, we hollin' f*** a deal now, yo. Long little CEO, CIP the dollar. Took my brother, that made me go harder. That
Let's go.
turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run up them comma. The summer, run up them numbers, yeah. I know that they hate the way a ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back.
We in the building with it, man. Shout out to Charlie Jones with the $5 super. He says, yo, we in the building with it. Appreciate you, Mr. ACM Sports. Miss Regina Green with the green sliding in. Mr. Willie Bassett sliding in. Let's get it. Hey. Hey. Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone. But I promise you, you are in the trap, sir.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap.
Make no mistake about it. And you already know it's a Sunday, so we trapping in our church clothes. Y'all already know how it goes. We trapping in our church clothes. We seen OC Dak out there pushing that pack, you understand? Hey, he showed him. They said he couldn't read defenses. It looked like he dominating defenses to me, you understand me? You understand me? I'm going to tell you right now, you can't call a playbook. You can't call plays if you don't know the defenses, you understand? But I want y'all to understand one thing, too. You know Dak Prescott is a very humble young man. That's one thing I peeped. He really didn't want to take too much credit. He didn't want to sit up here and act like he just balled out and went crazy. He really wanted y'all to know that, you know, Will Grier did it. Dak is always a team guy, bro. Y'all got to understand this. Dak is a team dude. He didn't even want no credit. He said Will Grier played out of his mind. He said when you got a dude playing like that, sir, you can do whatever you want to do, man. Shout out to Dak Prescott.
Trap.
And shout out to Mr. Desmond Man with the $5 super. He said, what up, landlord? That game was great to see Hunter go off. Do you think we keep him over Rico? Not over Rico. I think we might be able to hire him on the practice squad. I don't really. It's kind of iffy. Rico really running back 2 right now. I don't know if a lot of people really kind of, got that yet, but Rico running back 2 right now. But the strange thing about Hunter Luke is he do something that nobody else does. We seen last night that he can definitely do some short yardage stuff, and he's really. I wouldn't mind keeping him around. I just say that I really wouldn't mind keeping him around. But you know what they say: is it a bird or is it a plane? What is it? Oh, it's nefarious news, of course. You understand it. Shout out to everybody rocking in the trap on a Sunday. And we in the building with it. Wait a minute. We in the building with it. Bam. OC Dak is very humble, man. That's one thing I want y'all to understand. He act like, see this, I'm going to show you the contradiction in it. Because I know Dak, he want to be humble. He want to, he don't want to take no credit. He just want to give his guys all the credit and then, just walk away in the sunset. But no, sir, Dak, that's what we here for. We ain't going to let you be humble and give all the credit away. We going to give the credit to who deserve the credit, everybody. So we going to do it like that. Mr. Dak don't want no credit, so you got to watch him.
It's fun.
Hold up. 1 second. Let's get it. Here we go.
The timing's right, I guess. Maybe it was fun.
But seriously, does it give you a different perspective and appreciation? I know you have a lot of respect already for football.
No, for sure. I mean, as you said, I've got a lot of respect for it. I've been around for a while, so kind of understand the flow, kind of understand what you're trying to get. Knowing the quarterback, knowing what he's good at, knowing what he's wanting to do, I think is a huge part of it. And so, I give credit to that as much as me calling a couple of plays. As that guy played his ass off, and anytime a quarterback plays like that, it doesn't matter who's calling the plays.
Man, anytime a quarterback plays like that, where Grier went off. But I'm finna show y'all the contradiction that Dak is just trying to be humble. I'm finna show you why.
The respect aspect of it and understanding what a play call is going through, is there something that is actually beneficial for you as a quarterback to be on that side of it and just see the entire process in that way?
As I said, I've been around for a while, so that it wasn't anything that I didn't understand that these guys put so much time and they put a lot of effort into. Once again, it's preseason football. Those guys gave us 3 coverages on the other side, and so I'm not going to sit here on my high horse like I just called the Super Bowl or something. So
wait a minute, now that's the contradiction right there. See, this is why you need your content creators right here. This is why you need them. Check out what Dak Prescott said. I don't know if y'all peeped the contradiction in it. Okay, first Dak said Will Grier played a hell of a game. When you're playing like that, he gave Will Grier all the props in the world. Like, Will Grier was just, he was Tom Brady out there. You understand? He was Tom Brady. But one thing you did see, at the same time, in the same token, Dak come right back and say, oh, they gave us 3 defenses out there. Trap. See, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have it both ways, Dak. Which one is it? Stop trying to be humble and tell them people that you was him out there.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
So is it that they only had 3 defenses out there, or is it that Will Grier played the game of his life? Which one is it, Dak Prescott? Do y'all see the contradiction? Your quarterback, Dak Prescott, is just a team player. He don't want to have all the credit. He just trying to boost up, pedestalize his guy, Will Grier. That's OC Dak. That's teammate Dak. That's ultimate team leader Dak Prescott right now. That's who that is. That's who that is, man. That's exactly who that is. But I hope I just pointed out a good... I showed you exactly why it had a little contradiction in it. Dak just trying to be humble right now.
It was fun. It was fun to do and fun to experience that.
What did you think of Will?
As I said, man, just played his ass off. That's who Will is. That's who Will's been from the time that he's been here. And it was awesome that he got to go out there and put that performance on display. And hope
see the Dak, how you gonna keep talking about the performance if they only had three defenses out there? Y'all gotta watch that now. I'm just letting you see how Dak is just trying to be humble.
The rest of the league saw that and took notice.
Yeah, they did. They saw that performance, 29 of 35, 305 yards, 53 yards rushing, and 4 total touchdowns. Good grief, Mr. Will. Trap. Man, Will Grier had the game of his life out there. And hey, all I wanted to ask, I know a lot of people love Cooper Rush, man, but I think Cooper Rush is the safe bet. I don't think he's I trust Cooper Rush more, I trust Cooper Rush, but I just don't think he could have put up that type of performance like that, man. I really don't. So I see a lot of those plays was improv plays that Will Grier made on his own, right? Will Grier was wiggling in the pocket. He was bootlegging. Cooper Rush, y'all know Cooper Rush would have been eating turf. Y'all know that. So this ain't to dog Cooper Rush. This just to show you that Will Grier actually played good, bro. Like, that was a different kind of Will Grier we seen right there. That was a more controlled Will Grier. That was a Will Grier that had his back against the wall, that felt like he got to make a team. So I ain't gonna lie. If that's the way Dak Prescott want to call plays, that right there is very symbolic to what we finna get right now this year with Mike McCarthy. I cannot wait. I cannot wait, y'all. I can't wait. That boy Dak was calling them plays. And look, one thing I noticed, the tempo was up. It was always a lot of play action. We know Dak is one of the better play action passers in the league. He was doing a lot of play action, a lot of bootlegs, running the football. He was doing a lot of play action on first down. You got to pay attention to what Dak was doing. That right there, to me, it kind of represents what he would like to do when it comes to him getting some plays in. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that was a good representation of what Dak want to do when he's the quarterback. And you do got to take into consideration Will Grier isn't Dak, so this will be a more aggressive attack. It'll be a more aggressive fashion to what you just seen. So, hey, and that was an aggressive game right there. I'm telling you right now, Will Grier was slanging that thing when he was slanging. Trap. Let's take a look at some more of these stats, because Will Grier was slanging that thing. Then it was an equal distribution throughout the whole team. Hunter Luepke, 15 for 58, 3.9 the average. Long of 11, I believe. Will Grier, the quarterback, with 10 rushes, 53 yards, 5.3, and 2 touchdowns, man. Will Grier was out there balling out. Malik Davis, 10 rushes, 42 yards, and 4.2 average. He had a longer 13. Malik had a good game too now. I know a lot of people ain't going to talk about Malik because they in love with Hunter Luepke, but don't do my guy Malik like that, bro. Don't sell him short. Malik had a good game, and he was huddling people looking like baby Zeke out there too now. Don't forget that. Shout out to Mr. B. Bird with the $5 super. He says Grier was playing to win a job. He wasn't playing not to. B. Bird, you can't be preaching like that in here, man. B-Bird, see, I think you be on your Coach Marv, because B-Bird will disappear for a while, and then he come back, and he just be coming with some heat. He be coming off the hip. See, B-Bird, they don't want to talk about that right there. That's exactly what I said on Twitter. And mind you, I don't even think B-Bird on Twitter. I said this exact thing. I said Cooper Rush plays the game like he's trying not to lose a job. That is not a confident quarterback right there. A confident quarterback gonna play freely, bro. He's not gonna be worried about like, oh my God, if I throw this pass right here, I might lose my job. That's not a confident quarterback. So that right there shows you, man, we got some similar analysis right there. I said this, and I ain't seen B-Bird in a minute. He says, you could tell, he said he wasn't playing not to lose a job. Too many times the backup just don't want to mess up in the preseason. And that's exactly what I seen from Cooper Rush. He was playing like a scared quarterback. Excuse me. And a scared quarterback, is that a confident quarterback? Absolutely not. It's not. You scared to make plays. You up here just checking down to the running backs and to the tight ends. You don't want to stretch the field for real. Cooper Rush might have took like two shots the whole time he been getting reps in the preseason. Like, that's not a confident quarterback. Now, Will Grier might be a little overly confident, but like I said, that's the reason why I would probably trust Cooper Rush in a real game over Will Grier. But I tell you this, if Will Grier, if I was in a situation, right, knock on wood, I don't even want to talk about this situation, but look, if I was in a situation the Cowboys was in the playoffs, and we just, say for instance, Dak had the worst cramp in the world. We ain't gonna say he hurt. Dak had the worst cramp ever for a quarter, and we had to win a game. would you trust Cooper Rush to be, and say for instance we down, not up. If we was down, I might take my chance with Will Grier over Cooper. I ain't gonna lie.
Trap.
Because I know Cooper Rush, if everything ain't perfect, I don't think he'll be capable of doing it. I see that Will Grier is an improviser. He's a playmaker. It's risky now. It's risky. But I feel like I have a better chance at it with Will Grier. See, B. Bird got me on some other stuff, man. Hey, I don't want to even talk about that right now. So let me get back to it. But Dak made sure he distributed the ball all over the field. He did. And a lot of people got their reps and got their time to shine. He showed Simi Fehoko some love. Simi made a couple of plays. Who else made some plays? My boy Dontario Drummond made some plays, 3 for 3. Who is this? Sean McKeon made some plays. Jalen Marino Crawford made some plays. Like, all of these guys got a chance to shine. And Tyron Johnson, the dude we've seen, this man been playing ball the whole preseason low key, and he probably got the most yards for a receiver we done seen all offseason. 90-yard day, Will Grier was hitting him in stride the whole time, and all he was doing was holding his hands up and catching the ball. So that lets you know that Will Grier was put it on the rope for him. So hey man, this dude right here might have made him a little money. At least might have been able to sway his way on a practice squad or something. What y'all think about that? The Tyron Johnson dude, because this wasn't the first game he was making plays. I believe he made a couple plays in the last preseason game too, so he might have made him a little slice of bread, y'all. He might have made him a little slice of bread.
Trap.
Studewood Cowboy, that boy be about 10 yards open. I seen him open several times. During the watch part, I told HTM, I said, man, I guarantee you that boy fast. That boy was about 15 yards open. And then we did the research on the fly, and that boy ran like a 4.2. He be open, like super open. So he got some speed. That's one thing you can't coach in the NFL. That's one thing that's dangerous, you know, if you know how to use it. And obviously he know how to get open with it. So hey man, he might have made himself a practice squad appearance on somebody's team. I don't see why not. You know, we got too much wide receiver depth. So he might not be able to make it on ours, but somebody might be intrigued by this player, him and Drummond. I think Simmons, out of this group right here, who y'all think will be able to stay on this team? Because y'all know Simmons by politics probably got priority, though. He probably got priority. Simmons probably got priority just off of politics. And maybe potential, too, though. Because I'll be honest, I love Drummond, but the physical abilities that Simi Fehoko have, he probably got a higher ceiling. I like Drummond more because Drummond is better. I feel like he could be better right now. He got a higher floor. Drummond is a good player. Simi could be a great player, but we haven't seen it. So the difference between a floor player and a ceiling player, a floor player is already close to what he is. You know what I'm saying? A ceiling player is not close to where he is, and it's still a potential that he might not ever get there. So that's why I favor players like Drummond, because he's at least closer to where he could be. And it's solid. It's a solid skill set. He's a yak guy. He was a yak guy at Ole Miss. I like what I seen from him. He's been solid throughout camp and in preseason. Drummond, every time his number been called, the young man been playing ball and catching the ball. Simi, we can't say the same thing about. But like I said, far as the politics go in Cowboys, Simi might get priority. So who y'all think y'all rocking with, man, out of this bunch right here, out of this bunch?
Trap.
Who y'all rocking with out of this bunch? Let's see what y'all saying. Yeah, Drummond, man, I feel so bad for Drummond, y'all. I promise you, man, that boy can play, man. I liked him when we picked him up as a UDFA out of Ole Miss. Drummond can play ball, bro. It's just a deep room. It's a deep room, and he don't got a sponsor. That's probably the most important thing. He don't have a sponsor. That's probably Drummond's biggest gripe against him. The most pushback he'll get for this football team is he don't have a sponsor, and he needs a sponsor to be representing him on his team, and he don't have one. I don't see nobody standing on the table for him. We know Simi got a sponsor because he was drafted. He's drafted. That's the difference between a drafted player and an undrafted player. You automatically got a sponsor. We automatically invested in you. We believed in you. You don't have the same thing as a UDFA. That's why at that point a UDFA has to be way better than a draft pick for him to get sponsors, for him to earn rights over them people. So I don't know, y'all. Who y'all like out of this group over the other people? Like, cause that's probably the practice squad all-stars right there. I see Craig Lovegreen said, none, bro. Good grief. Chris Johnson said Simmons runs routes and catch like old Witten. So you saying he look like a tight end out there. Cowboys click. What you talking about Will Grier for? Will Grier was balling, so I don't know what you talking about. Orlando B says Johnson and Drummond. I like Johnson. Johnson showed up, bro. He showed up. Joe Tranchina says 66 likes and 132 people. Good grief. It's too early to cry right now about it, man. But I know they probably just a little sluggish this morning. It's a Sunday, you know. They probably just got to get their fingers back activated and warmed up. Man, hit that like for the squad. It will not charge a card, I promise. Let's see. C-Mo says he's good, but his heart is dim with having the light, brother. He's not weak mentally, but it looks like it. You talking about Simmons, right? Because Simmons do kind of get small when the lights get on, and that's in the preseason. What's happening with you, Mr. JC Cowboys Network? Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Check out his work. Cropper, you like Cropper? Cropper ain't like he balled in camp. It's basically what he just said. It's basically what C-Mo just said. He balled in camp, but he got small when the preseason came around. JB so funny. He said, "Don't disrespect Witten like that." But yeah, Witten the gold jacket guy, man. Simmons plays like he's trying not to lose his job too. He one of them. He a Cooper Rush. See, I don't know if people understand. I don't know if y'all get what we mean by that. Like when you plan not to lose your job, you just uptight. You don't want to, you can't do nothing amazing because you too scared. Like you will never be able to really flourish when you that uptight. What most coaches will tell you, like, why you think some players get small under the lights? Because they be too nervous. They got too many butterflies. Most coaches, they gonna find a way to loosen you up so you won't have to worry about all the other stuff. Like, you can't be nervous. I mean, when you confident in what you're doing, you can't be nervous. That right there is an automatic flaw. I use this analogy right here. Let's see. I don't care if it's 2 million people watching me closely. You can't be nervous when you know what you're doing. It could be 2 million people watching me. If I'm tying my shoe, sir, I'm going to tie my shoe easily just like I always do. Trap. You can't be nervous when you're doing something you know what you're doing. Like, that's where it's one of them great quarterback said that too. Like, you can't be nervous or scared when you know what you're doing. Like, you won't be over there shaking. Your hands ain't gonna be shaking tying your shoe. I don't care if you're in front of the whole world watching. You know what you're doing, so you can't be nervous. So when you see somebody nervous and shaking up when they in the spotlight, that right there just show me you ain't confident in what you're doing. That's all it does. So Cropper and Simmons kind of show me the same stuff. Those two guys didn't do anything in the preseason for real. They really didn't. So that's concerning to me. Chris Gillis said, I'm taking Drummond over Houston. Now, I love Drum, but I can't. Houston been that steady, consistent dude, though, Chris. Now, look, just like I said with Drummond and Simmons, Drummond has more potential, but Houston is a higher floor guy. We know where Houston is. Houston is much closer to where he's going to be in the future than where Drummond is. So that's why he's a higher floor guy. I'd be a hypocrite if I go with Drum over Houston after what I just said with Simmons, because it's the same analogy. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like Houston is a higher floor guy. Drummond is a higher potential guy in that dynamic right there. So I have to go with Houston. Houston is closer to where he's going to be. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I can't go against that analogy I just made. But Houston been consistent. He's been that slow and steady turtle that wins the race. That's who he been. This boy ain't did nothing wrong. All count. Since he been a Cowboy, he has done nothing wrong. And mind you, he already got chemistry with Dak, and he started a game last year. So it's like you can't go against some of that stuff. Like, you just can't. So it's like I can't take him over Houston, even though I like him better than Houston. But I'm talking about the floor. The floor, his drumming ceiling is higher. Dennis Houston has a higher floor. The higher floor guy is the safer guy. You know what I'm saying? Then once you add on, he got chemistry with Dak already. Simo said Houston got that heart, bro. His beat bright. He just truly believes in himself, and Dak sees it. Yeah, him and Dak got a good chemistry, man. I'm telling you right now, God forbid if anything happened to one of the receivers, Dennis Houston gonna step in and cook. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't have no doubt in that. Him and Dak gonna step right in and cook if we need them to. So that's a good luxury to have. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Dennis Houston because of what I said, because of he's not no super ceiling player. He's pretty much who he is. Like, that's why a lot of people don't really rock with Dennis Houston. But me, I appreciate what he is, and I appreciate what he do. So that's why I'm fine with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people like, he don't have a future in being nobody for real. But I'm like, bro, look who he is now. You know what I'm saying? He's a pretty solid piece right now. Trey Fargo says Malik started games last year, and he's probably going to the practice squad. That's true. That's true, though. That's true. But that's because we got another guy that entered the room, though. You know, we didn't draft a wide receiver, though. We did add Brandon Cooks, but we didn't draft a receiver, though. So I guess, you know, Brandon Cooks was pretty much a foregone conclusion that he was going to start over a lot of people. But let's continue into the other stuff. I like how Dak helped distribute the ball. But they says the Cowboys informed Grier that they'd be releasing him after the trading for Trey Lance, but they'll be playing him for the team's entire preseason game tomorrow against the Raiders. See, I was putting that on there because I'm wondering, you know, they give you an extra quarterback slot. Is there any possibility that we can keep Grier? Because they give you a third quarterback spot to stay on the roster these days. So, we could. Do y'all think we can sneak him on the practice squad? Because you need a practice squad guy, and you might roll up in the game day with 3 quarterbacks. You know? So I'm thinking like, hey, man, we might be able to put Grier on the practice squad. Maybe not after that performance, though. I believe it or not, Grier might have wanted to leave, because we probably could have still kept him. Grier probably wanted to leave so he can get an opportunity, because we probably could have just stashed him on the practice squad. But that was a hell of a performance yesterday. Yeah, we got 3 QBs. Now, this right here is some of that stuff you got to keep an eye on. I think this was like some clickbaitish type stuff right here. Shout out to Miss Jackie sliding in, Clebo sliding in, Texas T sliding in. What's happening with y'all? It says Cowboys owner Jerry Jones did not inform quarterback Dak Prescott or head coach Mike McCarthy that he was trading for Trey Lance prior to the deal. However, Jones does not see this trade affecting Dak Prescott, and he believes Dak is happy with any deal that improves the team. Stephen Jones also believes that this does not change the plan at all and sees Dak Prescott signing a long-term deal. Good grief. I want y'all to understand. I believe when they said that, yeah, Trey, this is all cap right here. This is cap. They not being truthful about this. The reason I say that, I think what they mean by this was the last final decision. They didn't contact Mike McCarthy. When you negotiating on the fly, you think Jerry Jones would have had time to be like, okay, what you want for him? Okay, they bid it. What did the Bills bid for him? Okay, I got a 4th. You want it? You think he gonna have time to be like, okay, when the 49ers say, okay, we'll take a 4th, you think he got time in that right there in that moment to be like, hey, Mike McCarthy, what you think about getting the deal? They say they want a 4th. You think he got time to do that? That's all that means. I think it was just the final decision. The final decision was Of course he didn't tell Mike McCarthy them. But you better believe that Trey Lance then came up in discussion already. They already, when any player that come available, you best believe when they in their team meetings and player personnel meetings and stuff, they bring up every free agent, bro. They do. Whether it catch fire or anything like that, that's a different story. But they already discussed Trey Lance. I'm sure Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are already aware of how Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott feel about Trey Lance. They were just talking about the final results. I'm almost certain. That is my opinion, but I'm almost certain that that's what they mean. Yeah, Trey Fargo, Jerry had ran this by Mike McCarthy weeks prior. See, they just wanna start something with the Cowboys, bro. So you got to take these type of reports like this with a grain of salt. These people have meetings almost every day. You know what I'm saying? They have player personnel meetings every day. So you think that Trey Lance has never been brought up? Tell me which one is most likely. The fact that what they saying is true, which means the way they indicating is saying that nobody ever discussed Trey Lance, and then all of a sudden, boom, Jerry go get Trey Lance. Or the conclusion that I just came to, I'm sure they probably discussed it in the past, and then in the final moments when they was about to get the deal done, they didn't hit up Mike McCarthy. Which one you think is more likely? This is a professional team. These boys talk about everybody that's available. You best believe that. So don't believe the hype, man. They just want to start up some BS with the Cowboys. You already know how they do us because you know who we are.
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
They tuning in every Sunday. They want to make a click. They want to make $1 off that mighty star. But this was interesting right here. Dak Prescott speaks to Trey Lance speaks on the Trey Lance trade. I thought it was interesting about what Dak Prescott was saying, his thoughts about the deal getting done. Let's see.
Talent.
Okay.
What did you think about the acquisition of Trey?
Obviously, I understand it's
Full
a business,
interview on
it's a
105.3 The Fan.
and you're always trying to make your team better. But that was the front office, so we're going to welcome him as we do any teammate. And hopefully he makes us better, and then we're going to continue to get back at it. And then we've got one goal as a team.
Would you
know anything about him, like paths cross at all?
Paths cross, I guess, during his draft process for a marketing thing, and seemed like a great kid. Knows he's a great kid. A great guy, I should say. And as I said, ready to welcome him to the team.
Did the trade surprise you at all?
To be honest with you, I'm not surprised by anything anymore.
Dak is immune to all that now.
Trap.
PC4 Light said, I'm guilty. I didn't hit the like button, man. You already know you're a trapper, man. We appreciate you. We know you're going to take care of us, man. We know that. But it's just funny that Dak basically like, bro, my skin is thick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised by anything.
Been in this league 8 years, been on this team. It's hard to say that I was surprised, to be honest with you.
There was some speculation that this move would somehow strengthen the Cowboys' negotiating position with you when it comes to contract talks. Do you feel that it does?
I believe that those talks in the
What did you think about the
office where business is handled. So, that'll come a time when that happens, and so.
Would you have expected to hear from Jerry on this beforehand? He said he didn't tell you. Would you have expected a heads up or not?
I can't say that I necessarily expected it, no. I understand that as business. I understand that they're probably on a timeline. They need to get something done, and as I said, he felt like that strengthened his team. And
did y'all hear what he said? He said they was on a timeline. That right there means that when the deal was getting done, he don't have time to be calling, asking people how they feel about it. They need to get the deal done. Jerry felt like it was a good deal. I'm almost 1,000% sure that they done already talked to Dak and Mike McCarthy about the possibility of acquiring Trey Lance. Do not buy into this foolishness, y'all. Do not.
Yeah, as I said, we're ready to welcome him. And, what is this? We knowing the strength of the quarterback room that we have, honestly right now, my heart and my mind's with Will. And so it's a tough situation, honestly. Love that guy to death over there. Plays his ass off. Comes in, prepares the right way each and every day. And as I said, we're gonna welcome Trey, and that's what you do for a teammate. We're excited. I'm excited. I'm always there to help somebody, help a teammate. Very, selfless stuff is what business is handled. So, I mean,
See, there's one thing I want people to realize, too. Now, I feel like Trey Lance, I haven't really just gave my thoughts about this Trey Lance trade. Okay, one thing that's kind of stands out to me is the Cowboys, this is our version of all in for sure. We are all in right now, y'all. Listen, the Cowboys, I don't think I heard too many people speak on this, but the Cowboys don't have a 4th-round pick now that we traded for Trey Lance. And we don't have a 5th-round pick because we traded for Brandon Cooks and Stephon Gilmore. So you know how much the Dallas Cowboys value their picks. So look, they don't have a 4th or a 5th. So I thought that was interesting. That right there alone tells me how highly they felt like Trey Lance could help this team. They felt very fond of Trey Lance for them to risk it. Because look, they already don't have a 5th-round pick. That's right there says a lot to me. So, okay, when you take that into perspective, you got Trey Lance coming in, a super young guy, very inexperienced. He barely even played in college. This dude really don't have no experience. He really just scratched the surface of his potential. And we understand that where you go when you get drafted has a lot to do with how you develop and how you come about and how you know, what your career turns into. So I really feel like Trey Lance has a lot of potential. He's a super ceiling guy. He's not a floor guy at all. He's a super ceiling guy. And he got a lot of potential. The thing about Trey is, can he tap into that potential? That's what the big question is. Now, a lot of people looking at it like, oh, Shanahan had him and he couldn't do nothing with him. Now, honestly, Shanahan had him. He got hurt while he was there. And another quarterback came out and just balled out. You know what I'm saying? Brock Purdy just balled out for him. And they went and traded for Sam Darnold, so it was a lot of uncertainty. Trey Lance was in college when it was COVID year. It's just a lot of stuff that was crazy. Trey Lance really didn't get to play in college because of COVID. He got to the 49ers in 2021, I believe, and there was still some COVID stuff going on, virtual meetings and stuff. And this man needed a lot of help. Obviously, he came from a one-read system. So it's a lot of coaching that was going to be needed for this young man. And he wasn't able to get that with the 49ers because of the virtual situation and all of that. And the 49ers was a win-now team. Think about that. How much patience you think they'll have with him? When you think about that, when you think about it in that perspective, that's really alarming right there. Look, how much time you think Shanahan is going to wait on Trey Lance trying to get up to speed when he feel like he got a chance at a Super Bowl? Shanahan like, look, bro, hey, if he ain't up to speed in about 3 days, I'm going to move on. So I believe the leash that they had for Trey Lance was not very long. They sent up there like, look, I ain't got time to be waiting on him. Shanahan is in win-now mode. So it was just a bad situation for him to come in. If he was somewhere that he was able to develop, that would have been different. But they really expected Trey Lance to step in and ball right away. That wasn't what he was. Shout out to Miss You Got Us the Poet. She says, chipping in to the show. Number 8 represent infinite power, love, and life. And, of course, our great 88s. Also put some respect on Razor Rush name. 6 games. Hey, man, I appreciate you. She said we chipping in. Trap. Hey, I like that. Hey, like I said, man, I don't want nobody to, what can I say? Put themselves in a burden trying to chip into the show. But, if you got it, chip in. Like, I don't want nobody to hold too much more weight than anybody else. So it could just be a chip in, You got it today, boom, chip in. You got it today, chip in. It don't take one person to do all the heavy lifting, We a team, just like the Cowboys. Shout out to B-Bird with the $5 super. He says, if the Joneses are bringing in Trey to use as leverage against Dak, then I don't like it. If it's just for on the field football reasons, then I'm for it. Well, B-Bird, with the Joneses, it's always going to be a dual meaning. See, me and Trey look like we be on point. He said, B-Bird, it's a combo. I just said it's going to be a dual meaning because, at the same time, it's insurance. This they business. It's they team. They have to be responsible for what happens if Dak Prescott don't play well, which I seriously doubt. But they still have to have a backup plan in the future for what they feel like could happen. Like, we know as men, we have to be ready for any situation. So whatever happens, we supposed to be responsible enough to be able to, handle that situation. If all the lights go out, we supposed to have a generator. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it get flooded, we supposed to be able to get a boat or something. We got to do something. So as a football team, they do have to be able to handle any situation that come about. Now, when they look at Trey Lance, I'm sure they projected him with like 3-4 years. If they project Trey Lance for 3-4 years, Dak Prescott could have did his next contract, and then Trey Lance could just come behind Dak seamlessly. The man ain't number 23 years old. Know what I'm saying? Trey Lance only 23 years old. So if you sign Dak to another extension, that's 4 or 5 years. Okay, let's say 5 years. After 5 years, another 5-year deal for Dak. Trey Lance will only be 28 years old. Quarterbacks playing the 40, y'all. Trap. You potentially got a position almost like who? Like Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre or something. Like Tony Romo got to wait 4 years and then come right behind what his name was? Who that was? Drew Bledsoe and stuff. Like, you able to sit down and then come out, them be the better quarterbacks. Like, back in the days, if y'all tapped in, I know B-Bird tapped in. B-Bird, how long did we like to see quarterbacks wait before they played? Let me know. I know B-Bird know this. How long was it like idealistically we would like to see quarterbacks wait before they play? Yeah, that fifth year option gonna come through. But answer my question. What you think, B-Bird? How long? Because I know B-Bird know. The old football, we used to want them to wait at least like 4 years. 3-4 years and then let them start. See, a lot of people got away from that. Yeah, 4 years. Exactly. A lot of people got away from that, but that don't mean that's the best practice. How many rookies that come in and be garbage? How many rookies that actually come in and be successful? I guarantee you it's more garbage rookies than it is successful rookies coming out here playing.
You trash!
We already see that. So back in the days, we like quarterbacks to wait 4 years. That's a luxury. You can't even do that these days. Would you rather us be in a situation where we need a quarterback, in dire need for a quarterback, to the point where if this guy don't work out, we finna be trash? Or would you like it in this manner right here to where we can still be a strong team and bring this kid along slowly, and then when Dak ready to leave, we can transition to him seamlessly? I think that's brilliant, honestly. Trap. ACM. Now listen, I told them the other day that the Dallas Cowboys, we've been so blessed and so privileged that we don't understand how hard it is to acquire a quarterback. See, you acting privileged there, Mr. ACM. You acting privileged. Listen. The Cowboys just lucky, bro. We lucky. Ask Washington how hard it is to get a quarterback. Ask the Giants how hard it is to get a quarterback. Daniel Jones still ain't got no respect. Like, they ain't even like Eli Manning over there for real. So, like, you got to think about that stuff. Like, it's really Steve. I'm pretty sure this was a Steven move too. Like, I bet you it's gonna come out that it's a Steven Jones move, because what it's gonna do is, if this kid works out, it's gonna make sure that the Cowboys gonna be sustainable. They're gonna be relevant throughout the transition as well. It won't never be a real dip in the Cowboys. It's always gonna be consistent. It's gonna be a seamless transition from Dak to Trey Lance. Like I said, quarterbacks playing the 40. If you play Trey Lance at 28 and it take him 5 years to get it together, and he play at 28, tell me we ain't gonna have a good quarterback. For you'll have him for what? Probably about a good 10 years at the most. I mean, at the least. These quarterbacks play forever. So you'll have Trey Lance till he about 38. Like, and look, you might be able to get you a Super Bowl out on by then. 10 years, and he done sat 5. And then with Dak Prescott being kind of injured, that's another thing that we got to take into consideration. Another thing you got to take into consideration that's going to make this worth your while. You bring in an athletic quarterback like Trey Lance. Think about this. He actually could be your Jalen Hurts simulation in practice too.
Trap.
He could be your Jalen Hurts, your Daniel Jones. He can give you a good look at those players when you in practice, right? So that's a great attribute to have on your practice team. You know what they usually do? They usually get people like wide receivers and stuff to do that. You know what I'm saying? They usually get a wide receiver or something to act like Jalen Hurts. Now we got a real phenomenal athlete who's actually more athletic than Jalen Hurts. See what I'm saying? Now you got somebody who can actually simulate Jalen Hurts. Now the team will be ready for these read options that Jalen Hurts does. This is a good look for your defense as well. See, it's a lot of stuff that you're not going to think about because it ain't your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? We just fans. We just get to watch. But the owners, Jerry Jones and Dollar Bill, they have to be the ones who actually take all these scenarios into consideration. So I just want y'all to peep that. I think that's actually brilliant when you think about the looks he going to give your defense too. Miss Patrice with the $4.99 for your mind. I appreciate it. She said the Joneses are so smart, they get on our nerves. They really do. They always thinking and working. They truly make me drink, but I must say I trust them. Yeah, man, it's like we really don't have a choice either, Miss Patrice, but we don't have a choice but to trust them. I mean, they own the team. No matter how much we feel like we own the team, you know, it's sad that we don't. You know? We be feeling like we own the Dallas Cowboys, but we don't. I'm sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. We don't own the team. Jerry and them do. So whatever they do, we just going to have to rock with it, I guess. But what these lights looking like, y'all? Do I got to cry today? I don't even think I got to cry today. I hope y'all took care of me. Miss Jackie says, we are doing the wrong thing, making Dak believe in Dak. We know what happens when Dak bets on himself. So actually the Cowboys need to just extend and get this over. You right. Because Dak finna go crazy and they gonna be mad at him by how much money he get off of him. Like Dak, every time the Joneses bet against Dak, they lose. That's one thing we peep. Shout out to the wordologist in the building with the $5 super. I appreciate you, sir. Wow. He says the coaches couldn't cut ball, so God took him out. Good grief. You know, we heard that the guy was a Cowboys fan. Now we heard that before. Trap. Allegedly, you know. They said 116. Now that might be enough to cry. Oh my, that might be enough to cry. Look at the disappointment on this young man's face. You got me walking around with my head down. How you gonna disappoint a baby? What more do you want from me? Now you got me standing out the window. And I gotta get that ugly cry. Oh my goodness, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. I promise. It's so weird ever since I've been doing the cry. The likes that went up. See, some people just be forgetting. They just need a little reminder sometimes, man. But I appreciate y'all. Everybody been turning up with the likes. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, that just helped me get this message out, get my content out, helps me grow. It's a lot of benefits to the show when you just simply hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. But let's continue on to the content. Dak speaks to Trey Lance as a young man before he got drafted. So let's see what they talking about.
I'm interested. What do you? As you said, you're looking for teammates with this whole virtual. I know my favorite thing is you said just getting back in the locker room, having new teammates. I know I went to the locker room, saw Jason.
See, you already see virtual. This man couldn't even meet his teammates when he first got there. So this man come from a one-read system. It's a lot of coaching that he needed. And Shanahan is a win-now coach. He ain't have time to be messing with no Trey Lance, man. That's my opinion, though. That's just my opinion.
And Dez Bryant, some of those guys, you're like, man, like I played with these guys on the video game years ago. Now I'm in the locker room. Obviously, probably not being able to go straight to the locker room after you're drafted. You're looking forward to just getting to these meetings and getting to know some of these guys you probably played Madden with or what?
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt. I mean, getting to, like you said, man, getting in the locker room as soon as that can happen. But obviously with everything going on, hopefully, whether it's Zoom calls or whatever it is, meeting rooms, virtually, just getting to know guys and obviously learning as much as I possibly can.
Hey, one more thing. That just reminded me, Trey. That's brilliant. Because think about this. He said, I wanted Caleb Williams next year. We got Trey. Smart. Think about this, Trey. I know you like Trey because y'all got the same name. You know what I'm saying? That might be what you talking about. But check this, though. Haven't we been overdue for drafting a quarterback anyway? When it about time for us to draft a quarterback? Answer, riddle me that. And then now you got to think about this. Is Trey Lance going to be better than any fourth-round quarterback that you draft? Trap. Now you got to take that into consideration. Think about that. Is Trey Lance better than any fourth-round quarterback that you would have drafted anyway in the first place? We was well overdue for drafting a quarterback anyway, right? We got Cooper Rush, bro. Cooper Rush really supposed to been gone this year. He did okay. I'm not finna dog Cooper Rush. I ain't got time for that today. But he did okay? He did all right. He did his job. We'll say that. He did his job. So we know that we probably need a little better, just a little bit better backup, bro. And then typically you want a backup who can kind of simulate some things that your starter gonna do, right? This is the Cowboys having common sense, y'all. Bro, I ain't never seen these Cowboys before. I am taken aback right now. I'm baffled right now. The Cowboys are doing common sense things. You usually want a backup who's basically a lesser version than your starter. We never had that. Why you think when Dak Prescott got out the game, Cooper Rush playbook was 100 completely different? It was a whole different playbook. Trap. As do I, Miss Queen, but we ain't gonna do them like that. But look, why you think that you had to have a whole different playbook for Dak compared to Cooper Rush? Because they totally different players. Typically, you want a lesser version of your starting quarterback. That's how most people do it. But for some reason, the Cowboys never wanted to do that. I guess they wanted a whole different play style when Cooper Rush came in the game. Now they doing common sense stuff that's basically makes sense. Excuse me, it makes sense. That Mike McCarthy doing common sense stuff, y'all. The Cowboys are actually using their brain. That's what it is. If Dak Prescott, maybe not this year, because you know Cooper Rush probably gone next year. Next year, Trey Lance will be more up to speed. If Dak Prescott happens to miss a few games, Trey Lance gonna step right in and be basically a lesser version of Dak. And the offense gonna flow the same. You know, it might not be as good, but it's going to still be some of the same stuff going on. That's a great way to build your team right there. That's a great way to build your team. That's smart team building right there. Ms. Elder says, landlord, we will never be positioned to draft the top quarterback. Ever, Ms. Elder, ever. Never, ever. Trap. So, how you think Dollar Bill could finesse and finagle his way to get a top quarterback? This is it right here. That's brilliant, Miss Elder. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Big Mike Soprano, even though they act like he didn't sign off on this, I'm guarantee you they already had these conversations. So I think that was, when you take all this stuff into consideration, sir, it is brilliant. Real talk. It really is. Some of our fourth-round picks that we get, them boys usually fail anyway. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing good as of late with who we had, like Damone Clark. I think Damone Clark was a fourth-rounder. And I think Jabril Cox was a fourth-rounder. So, like, the fourth-round players ain't even guarantees anyway. So, if you take into consideration, we probably been overdue for drafting a quarterback. Now you got a quarterback who's a third overall pick for a fourth-round pick. Man, hey, Mr. Dollar Bill is finessing. Trap. That boy Dollar Bill finessing. That's what it sound like to me. And like, just like Miss Elder said, that was a brilliant take. We will never be in position to draft a top first round quarterback. Never. and unless somebody get hurt, and we don't want that. So, of course, this is the way you have your cake and eat it too. This is the way you do both of them. This is the way you get the best out of both scenarios. So I like it. Yeah, we've been hitting on them as of late, but down the line, you keep going, B. I guarantee you them 4 rounds start getting a little more questionable, you know. Hell, we can just leave the 4th rounders alone and then talk about the 2nd rounders. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to supplement some of those risky picks that Jerry like to do. We too good to draft that early. Exactly. We will never get that early. We will never get that draft that early. This a Niners fan in the chat. Shout out to you, sir. He says JJ knows that what he's doing. Do you know how many viewers JJ gonna get when you guys play especially if Trey get a chance to play? That's a good take. And then think about this. We might be so slick. We play y'all this year too. We might give Trey a touchdown on y'all boys. Trap. We might. Now, do y'all think that's out the realm of possibility? Letting Trey Lance get in on some goal line package type stuff? They might be looking at him like that. You know what I'm saying? You never know. And look, preferably, I'd rather Trey run than Dak. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let Trey get in and run a little bit if you feel like you need some running. It ain't like he can't throw the ball. So, hey, maybe you do it like on a goal line package or something. Who knows? They might be in for something like that. I wouldn't really want to do it because I feel like it might be a little too risky. And I don't want to take Dak off the field. But, hey, I would rather him run than Dak. He said, nah, not this year. I wouldn't want it this year either. But, hey, watch out. Maybe at the end of the year. He said victory formation. That's the only time we're going to see Trey Lance. Trap. That's the only time we're going to see him. Trey says Trey Lance knows 69ers playbook. Hood intel for us. You ain't lying. They might be nefarious like that, Trey. They like, hey, man, tell me all the little plays, the signals. Shanahan going to have to change it up now. HTM says, I don't want to take the ball out of my quarterback hands. I feel, you know. And when we trying to score, didn't like it when the Saints did it for the Saints. He used to jack up drives. You talking about what that guy named, the crazy dude, the built dude? I can't think of his name. What's that dude name for the Saints, man? They used to bring him in all the time. He run about a 4.2. This dude strong. He do everything. He an athlete, but he ain't no quarterback though. That's the problem. Somebody, y'all know the dude name. What's the dude name for the Saints, man? What's the dude name? Hill, Taysom Hill. Yeah, that's who it is. Taysom Hill. Yeah, now I ain't like it either, to be honest. But he did have some moments. But like you said, I wouldn't want them to do it. But hey, you know, if they did everything landlord wanted to do, we'll have a Super Bowl, sir. You already know that. We'll have a Super Bowl. And with no question. Miss Jacket said Shanahan wanted to trade Trey to the AFC anyway. Yeah, they had a lot of people inquiring about this young man too. They had a lot of people that was bidding for Trey Lance. So don't think it was just like nobody wanted him and the Cowboys just bidded high for him. Like, nah. It was a lot of people that was trying to get him. Chris Johnson says that would be bad, though. Badass, though. If we was up by like 21 points on the Niners and we let Trey finish him. Yeah, that'll be gangster, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'll be gangster. Charlie said, we up 30 points, let them ride. Hey, y'all wanna be stomping the mud hole in them young men, you know. Ravens wanted Lance because why? They got Lamar Jackson. What is Trey Lance? A lesser version than Lamar Jackson. That's good team building. Look at Buffalo. Buffalo wanted Trey Lance because why? He's basically another version of Josh Allen, a mobile running quarterback. It's kind of in the same wheelhouse. That makes sense. That's good team building. We have Dak Prescott. a mobile, athletic quarterback. Same wheelhouse. That's good team building. That's what it is. That's what that is. For some reason, the Cowboys didn't do that in the past. I don't know why. I can't tell you why, but we didn't. Yeah, Buffalo wanted Trey. But look, the difference is in that situation, if the Ravens would have got Trey Lance, you wouldn't have heard not one person bat an eye talking about Trey taking Lamar Jackson's job.
Trap.
Y'all already know why we gotta hear this stuff.
We are America's
Y'all
team,
know why.
the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tune in every Sunday.
You wouldn't have heard one person talking about Trey Lance taking Josh Allen's job. The reason I say this stuff, bro, is like, look, not to disrespect Trey Lance, because I really think the kid got a lot of talent. Will he reach that level? Will he tap into this untapped potential? Who knows? But if Trey Lance couldn't beat out Sam Darnold and Brock Purdy, what you think he gonna do with Dak Prescott, sir?
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Why is these people making these reports? You see Stephen A. Smith saying crazy stuff. Like when people come in with these takes, bro, I automatically know that you got a bad case of mainstream media, sir. You tripping. You've been overdosing on mainstream media. You need to chill out. You need to simmer yourself down and relax, because that's not good for your health. You know what I'm saying? That's not good for your health, because Stephen A. say wild stuff just to get clicks. All these other dudes the same way, man, especially the cash cow Cowboys. Whenever you want to make some money, in media, say something about the Cowboys. Why you think they use us as a bargaining chip? Every free agent act like he coming to the Cowboys, man. Y'all better stop playing.
Trap.
Every free agent there is say something about coming to the Cowboys. Everyone. That's because that's going to run that price up. You know what I'm saying? So don't pay attention to all that goofy stuff, man. Don't pay attention to it. DC4 Light texted with all kind of flames in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Cowboys fan girl says they listen to media more than facts. SMH. Yeah, that's an L right there. That's an L right there. He said 213 deep in the trap. We jumping. Hey man, I appreciate y'all.
Trap.
Hit that like a shot. How close to 200 likes can we get though? Out the gate. How close to 200 likes we can get? You know, don't be acting eagle-ish, you know. Eagles don't have hands, they have claws, so they can't hit a like button. But us Cowboys fans, we civilized people. We can hit the like button. It's easy for us. Tavis Banks in the building. You changed your picture, man. You almost threw me off. He said, Willie, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Trey was a John Lynch pick. Oh, I done butted into your conversation. Shout out to Rodney Gay over there on Facebook. Shout out to Craig Lofgreen on Facebook. Shout out to the Facebook team, man. We in here. Craig says, all I know is Dak is not happy with this trade. I mean, when you see somebody pick somebody in your profession, you ain't going to be happy. You ain't going to be thrilled initially. But Dak Prescott is not threatened. I tell you that. Being happy and threatened is two different things, sir, you know. Somebody said, hey, Craig, we need you to train this dude to only do your job, nobody else's job. You ain't going to be thrilled about that. You know what I'm saying? But will you be concerned about it? That might be a different take. Shout out to Mafia Mize GTA with the $5 super. I appreciate you, sir. He says Trey is a win/win. Either he will eventually take over when Dak retires, or they will develop him and trade him for a higher draft capital. Mafia Mize, that's a great take, because think about this. I thought about doing that in the past. You know, quarterback's such a high commodity. I wouldn't mind drafting a quarterback every year just to finesse him, right? You might be able to take a quarterback from somebody. You might see that he got a little potential, but he might not be your guy of the future. You develop him and then get some picks off of him. Do something like New England was doing for a little bit. Like, that ain't a bad idea. I probably would do that every year. If it was up to me, I'd get me a decent quarterback every year, develop him, and then flip him. I make him look like I probably get him in like the third or fourth round, and then develop him, And then maybe you can get you a second or first for him. You never know. I'd be finessing people like that. And that'll be something I do. If I see some potential in the kid, I probably do that every year. I do that every year. Because think about it, quarterback is such an important position. If your quarterback look just the slightest better than some of these other guys, Washington might give you a call. Washington like, hey, man, we got somebody named Howell over here, man. Let me get that quarterback. Trap. That ain't no bad thing to do. Like, that's like next level GM stuff right there. We know Steven Dollar Bill ain't like that. Dollar Bill! We know he ain't moving like that. He ain't no finesser. So you got to be a finesser to be able to do something like that. A finagler. You know what I'm saying? He just cheap, you know. Shout out to Tommy Montoya. He says, hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Cowboys fangirl says, we can definitely flip Trey for a second if they develop him right, which I think they can. Exactly. Think about if we keep Trey for 3 years and develop him to a decent quarterback. And then we still look at him like, I don't like him for my team, though. Another team might be like, hey, man, let me get him. Another team might be like, sign me up. You know what I'm saying? For life Niner in the building with another super chat. He says it was never a quarterback competition when they signed Sam Darnold. So what, you saying Sam Darnold wasn't in competition for Brock Purdy? Or you saying that they just trumped Sam Darnold with Trey Lance, just said screw Trey Lance? Let me know which one you mean. Because that right there going even further to my theory. Okay, for life Niner, answer me this. How do you feel about Trey Lance? Do you think he had a proper opportunity over there with y'all? Or do you think he was just trash? Which one you think?
You trash!
Which one you think? Do you blame him or do you think he really didn't get a fast shot? Because I got some 49er cousins. I'm going to have to hit them up. Because I know they probably, I want to see what they think about it. Big Sar said, no team should be handicapped by their players. What you mean? Let's see. True Cowboys fan 1972. We really being delusional if y'all think Trey is here to be traded and not to start in 2024 or 25. You think he going to start that early, sir? So you thinking that this some Dak Prescott stuff from Jerry Jones? No, that what you think? I mean, hey, it's not out the realm of possibility. I just say it's highly unlikely. That's what I say. I don't. And then look, I'll tell you one thing. I'll do you one better, true Cowboy fan 1972. If they doing that, I am not subscribing to that. I feel like that is very foolish. I'm gonna say that right now. I feel like that's buffoonery if that's what they think they doing. Trap. That's my opinion, just like everybody entitled to their opinion. I feel like that'll be a very dumb, foolish move, in my opinion. You know, that'll be craziness. What he said about the Sam Darnold stuff? He ain't never said. Oh, yeah, he did. He say Trey and Sam Darnold. You ain't answered the question, though. Do you think he had a fast shot? Do you think Trey Lance had a fast shot over there? Can you call in? Yeah, I got about 10 more minutes. I'll open up the phone. Somebody else want to call in. I probably have room for about two calls. I like to hear 49ers fans' perspective on what's going on with Trey Lance. This will be real quick. Let's see. There we go. Conference call. Let me open up the phones real quick. Let me see. Host. Bam. Yeah, let me see. Join with computer audio. Join meeting.
You are the only participant in the conference.
Yes, sir. There we go. What a number it, though. That ain't it. Let me find. There we go. There go the number right there. There go the number right there. We got time for about two. I'll say this. If y'all get in here before 12:20, I'll take the call. The number right there on the screen, Mr. T. Foster. If you get in before 12:20, I'm taking the call. Hey, you know, I don't want to get in my feelings now. Start crying, you don't want to call in now. Where you at, Mr. Niner fan? See that y'all holding up the show. What I got about 20 seconds. Niner fan, do you see the number up here? Okay, we got one caller. 602, you live. Turn your background down.
Landlord and PC, what up?
What's happening? What's happening? Hold on, 1 second, 1 second. Let me mute the other person. Hold on. I gotta mute some people real quick because everybody will be talking at the same time. So give me 1 second. Hold on. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, 602. 602, you live in the trap. What's happening? Turn your background down for me. What's happening, bro? Turn your background down because it's going to mess up. But what you got for the show for today?
Hey, man, I want to just tell everybody that y'all need to quit with all the extra. This is definitely a Michael McCarthy trade. The man has made a career out of developing starters behind his starters. And he had an opportunity to get a first rounder whose team gave up on him. Why wouldn't he jump?
Exactly. I think it's brilliant, man, because when you, like I said, this young man, when the next time you think the Cowboys going to be in position to draft a first-round quarterback? You know?
Well, when the last time the Cowboys drafted the right first-round quarterback? Troy Aikman was the last quarterback that they drafted in the correct draft position.
To be honest, I don't trust their quarterback evaluation. Just being real. The quarterbacks that they express interest in, they always be terrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look, they like the Max Duggan. Did Max Duggan make a roster this year? I ain't heard nothing about that man.
I don't even know. But, like, if you take it all the way back to 2016 when Dak got drafted,
the conference has been locked.
Quarterbacks who did not finish their rookie contracts as his targets.
Yeah.
And they have the nerve to question whether or not Dak is him. Come on, man.
Man, you know they going to find any way possible to try to take down Dak Prescott, man. It's sad these days. It's sad. But what other points you got for the show, man? I got a couple of people on here and not that much time.
I just want to say I hope everybody was able to observe our quarterback's cerebral side as he called all them plays the other night and managed. You know, a lot of guys, you would think a quarterback is going to be pass happy like his predecessor, Kellen Moore. But Dak actually called a perfectly 50-50 split down the middle, 35-35 run versus pass. So that to me is great. It lets me know that he's not going to just be trying to get his numbers. He's going to be about winning.
Exactly.
And, the defense is already ready. So I say let's get it, man. I'm high on the seeing Richards and that boy Bass, and I'm hoping for big things for them in the future.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. Like I said, I'm going to try to do this more often so we can get some regular callers in here, man. But I appreciate you, sir, for all your contributions to the show.
No problem, y'all. Landlord, when I last checked, your license at 156 out of 213. Let's get to that 200, y'all.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, DP, man. Appreciate
Trap.
All right, we got 813. You live in the trap. What's happening?
What's happening? It's a trap star in here, Kel.
Okay,
how you doing, landlord? Yes, sir.
Okay, what's happening with you, man? What you got for the show today?
Man, you already know. Now, first off and foremost, OC Dak, hashtag that, man. You
Hold on, 1 second.
The conference has been unlocked.
Niner for life, please call in right now. Was that you, Cook James? James Cook? Let me know if that was you so I can lock them back. I'm going to just lock them anyway.
The conference has been locked.
All right, my bad, Kevin Hicks. Go ahead and do your thing.
You're good, landlord. You got handle the population,
Yeah.
But nah, y'all better hashtag OC Dak, hashtag that, because in the next 5 or 6 years you might see something different. But Trey Lance, that trade for Trey Lance, that was just pretty much the Dallas Cowboys acknowledging the fact that with this run we're going on, we know for a fact for the next few years, we're not going to be able to draft a quarterback in the first round. We know that. So what we're doing is we're covering our butts for the next few years so we don't fall like Eagles, Rams, and a few other people who won championships beforehand are falling. Next thing you know, they can't find a quarterback, or they can't find a guard, or they can't find something. We're covering our butts for the next few years, so we got to at least have a Super Bowl run for the next 3 to 4 years.
Facts. That's why I said, man, you got to think, the Jones is trying to stay relevant, too. They don't want no big dip in the Cowboys' future, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is kind of brilliant when you think about it, man. It's better than us drafting a fourth-round quarterback who might not ever be developing. I'm sure Trey Lance is better than any fourth-round quarterback we would have selected next year. We've been well overdue for getting a quarterback. So I think it make a lot of sense, man. Yeah.
And the only reason Trey Lance didn't work in San Francisco is because Kyle Shanahan runs his system micromanage-wise. It's micromanaged. Like, so if Trey Lance is, trying to freestyle a little bit, or he's trying to let his athleticism show a little bit, and it doesn't go along with the plan, Kyle Shanahan ain't going to run with it. And now, so y'all got to remember, Kyle Shanahan didn't want Trey Lance in the first place.
Exactly.
Come on, y'all. Y'all need to really look at the outside picture instead of just looking at everything from a narrow mind situation.
So
we're in the
Kevin,
trap, man. We open here.
You just said that Shanahan didn't want him in the first place. So think about how short that leash gonna be for him. He probably didn't even really, he probably yanking them back ASAP, man. So that's a good point.
That head coach got him on short leash like he a pit bull. Like you know how you do in the track. You got that pit bull on that short leash, that chain short leash. You ain't never gonna let him go.
Yes, sir. You snap with that.
So that's what Shanahan's doing with. That's what Shanahan did with Trey Lance. And then he's like, now I got this Brock Purdy who's my poodle. Now I'm gonna let that thing roam.
Absolutely, man. But hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm enjoying this, man. I'm gonna have to do this more often, man. But I gotta go and get you off here. But you got one more thing
I appreciate that, landlord. Nah, everybody better stay trapping out here, man. Cowboys for life, all day, every day. And if you ain't with it, you button.
Let's get it, man. I appreciate you, sir. Real talk. Thank you,
yes, sir.
All right. I think 870, you live in the trap. You was next in the last caller. What's happening?
All right, cool. What's good with you, man? Hey, man, it's your boy Henny, man. What's good with you,
Henny the Mo in the building. What's happening, sir? What you got for the show today, sir?
Man, I just want to put my 2 cents in about Trey Lance, man.
Okay.
So, more specifically, man, like, the kid ain't played no real football, man. Like, if you just look at the last 5 years, like, he has 4 starts in the NFL, appeared in 8 games, and he only had 17 starts in college.
That's nothing.
Right, so in the last 5 years, man, this boy done played 25 games.
Yeah, that's nothing.
So that ain't no football. So honestly, I'm gonna go to the extreme for the folks that been calling Trey Lance a bust. Like, I honestly don't think he had the body of work to even be a first round pick.
Yeah.
But like they went with it. That was the way. That what they went with. And then to the thought about Kyle Shanahan and where he falls in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it confused. He started last year as the starter for the 49ers. He had a similar injury to Dak Prescott at the end of his year.
Yeah.
Because he broke his ankle. So, he was in a messed up position, right? Because if Jimmy G and Brock...
The conference has been unlocked.
...still been the starting quarterback over there. But they were able to win games without him. They were able to win in the playoffs without him. So, they just thought to themselves like, "F it, we're gonna move him around. We're gonna run this little cheap dude over here."
Yeah,
like you don't get cheaper than a 7th-round pick.
Facts. And what you think about what we said? Like, I don't see the Cowboys ever having no other way into getting a quarterback of this caliber, even with this talent level, especially not in the 4th round. And then we're gonna be way too good in the future to even get close to it. So, what you feel about that? I think it's kind of brilliant when you think about it, bro.
I mean, it's fine because, he'll have time to learn behind a quarterback that actually will teach him. Dak Prescott is not Aaron Rodgers. He's not Brett Favre.
The conference has been locked.
Yeah, I'm trying to be slick over this. Hold
Huh?
on. They trying to be slick. They load me up. I open up the phone for 1 second. I appreciate y'all coming. This just let me know I got to do this more often. So I ain't got a lot of time, but we gonna kind of make it happen for y'all. My bad, Hen. Go ahead. I should have had you
you
last,
good.
Hen, for real, because I know you got some sauce for him. But go ahead.
Hey, man, you Gucci. But yeah, man, but nah. Just, just from the fact, you got to look at it like this. Do anybody trust the evaluation of quarterbacks by the Dallas Cowboys?
I absolutely not. No. I like them with a
Because
lot of
Jerry
other
Jones-
evaluations, but not with quarterbacks.
So listen, Jerry Jones wanted Johnny Manziel. He wanted Paxton Lynch. He wanted Connor Cook. You go down the line of these guys that never panned out and were worth a quarter in the NFL. They were going to be Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks.
And
But,
they were
Steven said
talking
today-
glowingly of Max Duggan last year.
Yeah. So, Steven ended up saving the day because, they went ahead and took Zach Martin that year. And then, they got outbidded and outjumped for both Paxton Lynch and Connor Cook. So, you had to take Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
So they looked into the last two starting quarterbacks they had. Sean Payton found Tony Romo.
Yes,
He found Tony Romo, and then I don't give Jason Garrett credit for anything, but he stood on the table for Dak Prescott.
He did.
So we don't have those two guys in the building no more. I can't trust Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones to properly evaluate quarterback because they don't have a good track record of it.
Man, them
So,
great facts
you're
right there. Them great facts right there, Hen. Hey, but like you just said that, I'm going to get off of here, man. But, boy, you just came with some sauce with that. The last two guys who got us our last two starting quarterbacks are no longer in the building. So just keep that in mind.
Facts.
Keep that in mind. But, yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through,
I know you
Hen.
got stuff to do, man.
Yeah, let the people know where to find you at, though.
Yeah, man. It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. And, hey, you can find me at HTM Sports on YouTube, man. I'm probably going to jump a show off about 30 minutes or so, man, so y'all can tap in with me, get drunk on this content.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you, Mr. HTM, man. Appreciate you. Let's see. I don't know what order it was in. Somebody just hung up. I think James Cook I ain't mean to call your name. My bad.
Hey.
214, you live in the trap.
Yeah, what's up, landlord?
What's happening? Who I got on the phone with me?
It's DK. It's your boy, man. It's DK Mafia Miles.
Oh, what's happening with your Mafia? You all right, man? What's going on? What you got for the show?
Oh man, well, look, what I want to touch on like 2 points, man.
Okay.
First point, I want to touch on. For one, when's the last time Dallas Cowboys even got a top 10 draft pick? And when's it gonna happen? It's not gonna happen because we're always too good to get a top 10 draft pick.
Exactly. We got close with the Michael Parsons pick, but that was some unforeseen circumstances. You know what I'm saying? That got hurt.
Yeah, that was because of that getting hurt that year. And that was the only reason. Now, secondly, what I want to touch on with that is Dak does not feel threatened whatsoever. Dak done an interview with Trey and everything. He don't feel threatened. Dak's job is not threatened. You know what I'm saying? Trey might, this for all the for all the Dak haters out there. Trey might take over for Dak one day when Dak retires, or they might even use him for leverage to re-sign Dak to a team-friendly deal. But he is not Dak's replacement. What he is there for is to eventually take over or to, get better draft capital out of. That's it. It's a win-win for Dallas getting him in the fourth round. And Trey's better than Dak was when Dak was drafted. But Trey's not better than Dak is right now.
I don't know about that though, because Dak came out dealing though, Mafia. Dak came out dealing though. He needed to work a little bit on the accuracy, but he went but he was better.
On draft day. You know what I'm saying? Like on draft day, going draft day by draft day, Trey was a better pick.
Let's say he was a better prospect. He might have been a higher prospect or more talented pick because Dak came out. If they were in the same draft,
Trey would have been taken before Dak.
Yeah, I probably agree with that because he had a higher ceiling, but Dak ended up being the best quarterback in the draft, I believe. Didn't it?
Right, just like Tom Brady. Tom Brady went all the way back to the 7th round or 6th round. And look what he did. And Dak's kind of like another Tom Brady in that sense. I'm not as good as Tom Brady, even though I don't even like Tom Brady. But that's another story for another day.
Yeah, Tom. I ain't know Tom had some stake in the Raiders either. He was at the game and stuff. I ain't know he was one of the owners of the Raiders.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he was at the game.
But yeah, man, Trey is not. He is not a threat to Dak, man, and Dak does not feel threatened like all these people think. Like, oh, Dak's gonna be scared for his. No, Dak's not scared. Dak wants to genuinely help him develop into a better quarterback.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. I got to get these other few callers in here before I wrap this show up, man. But I appreciate you, man.
For sure, man. I'll holler at you.
Already, man. Okay, I think this might be the 49ers fan. 325, you live in the trap.
Hey, nah, this ain't the 49ers fan.
Oh, okay.
Lord, this is Brad from Houston. I'll hit a couple points and get off there for you.
Wait a minute. What's your name in the chat?
I'm B. It just says B on there.
Okay. I got you. Go ahead.
Hey, first thing I want to talk about is what the previous caller said right quick. I heard what he was saying. Hey, Dak can't help it if they had him all the way messed up. They had Carson Wentz in the first round. And let's see how that turned out. You know what I mean? Aaron Goff on his second team. Dak's still the franchise quarterback with his starting team. So who really was the best prospect that day? Man, Lord, that's my first pick.
Yeah.
And the next thing I want to talk about is like this whole Trey Lance starting, in the next 2 years. Like Dak is owed like $60 million against the cap next year. We're going to give him the extension. Mm-hmm. They may try to do it for leverage, but they're going to extend him. Dak is our long-term plan. But see, the problem is we watched the Eagles win whenever Wentz was their long-term plan and he got hurt, and they had a Nick Foles go ahead and win them a ship.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got nobody. Cooper Rush, we all know the truth. Everybody gassing Cooper Rush is the best backup. Everybody who's true Cowboy fans know that's fool's gold, and our defense won all them games.
Man, our
Cooper
defense
Rush is not winning us.
Our defense was literally on pins and needles. They was on pins and needles them whole 5 games.
Yeah, hey, landlord, I swear to God, I'm going to catch a felony out here if they pretend like Cooper Rush could go against San Francisco's defense in the playoffs. Y'all stop that, right?
Nah.
And so as far as Trey Lance goes, we got to not look at Jerry's history about Connor Cook and all those people, because we're not talking about Jerry. This is my Big Mike show. This is my Mike show. This is Big Mike McCarthy.
Hey, talk your talk, sir.
With Matt Flynn. I seen him whoop us with Matt Flynn, flip him, seen him get a mad money over in Seattle, just not to start over Russell Wilson. He got so many quarterbacks paid, and so this man, we're going to pretend Jerry said he didn't consult with anybody, landlord, but they just happened to get Trey Lance, who ran and threw West Coast routes in college.
Exactly.
He knows how to throw a slant.
Exactly.
And so I can't, seeing the way the Cowboys are moving, it's like they're listening to us, because they got a defensive tackle, they got CB2, they got another wide receiver too. They're giving us everything that we want. So the last thing they had on the list were like Cooper Rush is ass, and they're like, okay, bet. Let me go ahead and get you. Let me go ahead and get you 6'4", 235, runs a 4.5. How about that, Cowboys fans?
Yes,
and here
sir.
we are complaining.
Yeah.
Here we are complaining.
I think this. The more I slept on it a couple nights, man, this wasn't a bad idea at all. Like when I think about it in totality, this was actually a pretty good finagling right here.
Hey, landlord, I ain't gonna lie. I slept on it, woke up, rolled one up, and I thought about it, and I was like, yo, cut Cooper Rush, Will Grier, Trey Lance, and Dak is lit. You know what I mean?
Lit.
For the whole season.
It's
like,
lit
you know
for
what
real.
I mean? Like we're throwing touchdowns. We're trying because y'all not gonna score on us.
Yeah.
Y'all not gonna score on us. So all we need is people who are gonna actually. We don't need space throws. We need you saw Dak calling plays. It's funny to me, even as an OC, Dak kind of dropped 40 on everybody he sees.
Man, Dak didn't even plant the ball on, believe, man. Y'all better quit playing, man. Y'all better quit playing.
Fourth and 1 on our side of the field, nah.
Still going for it.
What?
Still going for
it. For what?
But
you know what I mean? Oh, hey, Mike McCarthy might have punted it, but hey, Dak got that dog. He's like, nah, we dropping. We're trying to end y'all's whole careers. Y'all all sacking groceries next week. We all
Absolutely. Y'all gonna be on the road, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. Real talk. Thank you for all your contributions.
No problem, man. Have a great day.
All right, you too, man. Now, maybe this is the 49ers fan. 909, you live in the trap. Are you the 49ers man?
Hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's going on?
Oh, man, I had to tap in real quick, man. I'm just over here disturbed and whatnot. You feel me? I had to tap in real quick. I was like, man, let me see what the Cowboys is talking about.
Oh, so you are the 49er fan?
Oh, yeah, I am, bro.
Okay,
Same
shout
thing
out
all
to
day.
you. What's up?
You feel
Okay,
me?
yeah.
But no, hey, I'm over here in San Bernardino, California, bro. I try to call in. They talking about 1 cent per minute. So I'm like, damn. But I'm going to call in anyway. It's kind of hard out here in Cali. Everything is expensive. But anyway, my question to you is, bro, you asked me the question, did Trey get a fair start, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a fair chance.
Mhm.
My question is to you, what is your definition of a fair chance?
Well, let's see. Did they put him in a position to maximize his talents? Did they give him a fair shot? You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. Did they put him in a position to maximize his talents? Because I know when he first got there, he got hurt. And then after that, Brock Purdy happened. So it was like, it's really kind of like, I don't see him getting a real opportunity for real. And then we hear the rumors that Shanahan didn't really like him. So like, I know that's gonna mean he got a short leash. So what is all of those allegations true so far?
To me, it is, bro, because and everybody want to sweep that. And first of all, bro, I want to respect your show, so I don't know if I can cuss or not.
You know, you probably get one in there. That's about it.
One in there?
Yeah,
all right,
you
I'm
get
going
one
to
in
save that
there.
for the last then.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? As far as that is, bro, they sweep that up under the rug, bro. Look, here's my part two on top of that is you moved up to go get this man, this young man. You already knew what you were looking for. You're supposed to know. This man barely even started in high school to college. Like, he has some good records or whatnot, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it wasn't good enough to move up 3 draft round picks to go and get him. And to expect our Super Bowl window to say, oh, come in here and Shanahan's a mastermind of making quarterbacks great and all that. No, bro, he's boo-booing that. He's boo-booing.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like I'm hot, bro. But I'm my brother, rest in peace. He was a Cowboy fan. We buried him in
R.I.P. to your brother,
Romo jersey. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm happy for y'all, bro, because we overlook gold for a little 99-cent store chain, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like we're overlooking it, bro. Y'all got gold right there, bro.
Hey,
Let that
man.
cook and just
Hey,
sit
y'all.
back.
Y'all
Hey,
hear this man.
Hey, y'all got something, bro. Y'all got something in Trey Lance, bro. That's why I wanted to call in, but he never got a fair chance, bro. And how you gonna run this man up the middle like that? Come on now, knowing our all-line is garbage, bro.
Oh, see, look.
Like, come on now.
It sounds like all of our suspicions was true. That's what it sounded like to me.
It is, bro.
Real
It
talk.
is true, bro. But everybody in Niner land want to sweep it up under the rug. I'm not that type of Niner fan, bro. I'm gonna call it a spade, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And man, bro, that it's not sitting right with me, bro. I have to stand up on that. But you feel me? Like, bro, y'all got something over there on that end, bro. And I can't wait to see Trey Lance. Whenever he gets his chance, bro, he's moving with a chip on his shoulder. You feel me?
Yep.
That's more fuel that's more fuel. They calling him a Ferrari. That's more gas for the Ferrari for him to gas up, bro.
Facts.
You feel me?
Facts.
So, hey, bro, y'all got something over there, man. I just wanted to pay some respect on Trey Lance, man. And if he's listening or whatever, bro, man, he's in my prayers. I'm rooting for him, bro. I even told one of my boys, I'm like, man, I might go to a Niner game with a Cowboy Trey Lance jersey on and a Niner hat.
Hey,
just to show the confusion on it.
Somebody said, do Shanahan like discriminate against black quarterbacks, or is it just?
Hey, I was about to get. Hey, if I got time, bro, I'm paying 1 cent a minute. You feel me right now because I'm over here in Cali.
Just shoot it in real quick. I
believe, bro.
Yeah.
But I really do believe because if you look at it, bro, I can't remember boy's name right now, but Trey Lance was dating his daughter, right?
Yeah.
But then they got that video of him throwing money at the strip club. Then all of a sudden, this dude was voting for like, oh, Trey Lance going to the Niners. Let's go, Trey. Let's go, Trey. Now all of a sudden, he throwing dirt on his name because his daughter. I'm a father myself. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But how everybody else is speaking about Trey Lance, bro, it's like they got some kind of cult with each other to where they're like, whatever I said on my podcast, make me right, Shanahan. Get rid of this motherfucker. That's my that's my first cuss word. You know what I'm saying? Like, But like, let's get rid of him so they can be right on what they're talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they basically they made problems for Trey Lance, which he wasn't even a problem. The dude is real humble and all that. But now they're just like, oh, we want to get rid of this problem so we can focus on Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
Now Purdy got a whole bunch of weight to carry on him because we're in the Super Bowl window. Man, we ain't winning no damn Super Bowl, bro.
Look, I said this same thing. My conclusion was, and I'm gonna have to go and wrap it up. My conclusion was, I felt like Shanahan was put in a compromised situation because he was in a Super Bowl window. When you get Trey Lance, y'all kind of automatically expected Trey Lance to be the one to fix everything. Like, this a rookie quarterback. How y'all gonna expect him to do everything? You know what I'm saying?
And not to cut you off, bro, but that's the part right there. If Shanahan is the guru of whatever the guru you want to replace him at, he's garbage, bro. he cannot adapt the quarterback. It shows right there because you went and got a raw quarterback in Trey Lance, bro, knowing that he needs time to develop, especially to his schemes and scams. You feel me? And every quarterback says, even Jimmy G was walking off the football field saying your plays suck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So that's the part. So, man, you need somebody at a top level like your Tom Brady's and your Aaron Rodgers to deal with that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you can't bring no raw quarterback in there, a young man like that, and expect him to do that and put all that pressure on him, especially when he hasn't even played in the NFL level, bro.
Facts.
Come on now.
Facts, man.
It's suspect, bro. It's really suspect, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all insight, though, man.
You're gonna have Sam Darnold to be QB2. We already seen this bum out here, bro.
Ah, man, don't do it like that.
We already seen this bum. Look. I'm gonna leave it at this, bro, and I'm gonna hang up.
Yeah.
Shanahan better be in his bag, bro. I don't know if it's a Gucci bag or a 99-cent store bag, but he better be digging deep into that shit, bro. You hear me? He better be digging deep, and if he don't win this, if he don't get to the Super Bowl and win it, you better get up out of there, bro. And here's another part, too. I feel like Shanahan knows he's out the door, so he's going to try to leave us with a boo-boo team, bro.
He trying to sabotage y'all.
He tried to sabotage us like, yeah, oh, I'm up out of here. Deal with this.
Yes, sir, man. But I appreciate you, man. This your first time being on my channel, or you done tuned in before?
Yeah, this is the first time today, bro. This first, I'm going to be tapping in with you, though.
That was up, man. We cover the Cowboys, but, you know, we going to play y'all this year. So, hey, man, you been respectful, man.
Oh, yeah, bro. Like, y'all got
some...
Trey Lance, bro. That's my dude. So I'm gonna be tapping in on your channel, bro.
Yeah, you gave us some good perspective, man. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro.
All right, man. You have a blessed one.
You too, man. All right, man. That was pretty dope right there, man. That was pretty dope.
Goodbye.
That was pretty dope right there, man. Shout out to all the callers that came in. Y'all see, I'm going to have to do this more often, y'all.
Trap.
I'm going to have to do this more often. See, it's fun when we get the participants, you know what I'm saying? That was a good call by him, man. See, you know, it ain't only Cowboy fans who be, you know, skeptical about some of the people things that our team do. It's all across the board, you know. So it is what it is, man. But I appreciate everybody that came through and stopped by and pulled up to the trap. We appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate all the contributions that everybody came through. And you know how we do it. We trapping in our church clothes. You know that. On a Sunday, you know. We trapping our church clothes. And that's how it goes, man. But I appreciate all the levels of support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. You know them haters hate us because why? We are the greatest. That's why, man. Y'all make sure y'all have a great rest of y'all day. And Mr. HTM Sports finna go live right after this. So, man, y'all do a landlord raid for your boy. Let's go.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time.
Hey,
no matter how much
we gon' go raid HTM show
after this. I
out
don't know why they so obsessed with mine.
Y'all help support my
go
brother,
in their
man.
house, they probably
Let's
got
go.
my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these.
It's a landlord HTM raid going on after this show.
I know my
Y'all
time
meet
coming,
me
I
over
guess
there.
I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat. I do it for the family. So Bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B, yeah. I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Let the doubters see you make it. Show them all you the greatest, I'm the greatest.
The young poet got flows flowing that's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, that's fair warning. For my opponents, there will be morning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming, but y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet, cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue, so I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These dudes ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth, these people know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics, I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real people's spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me, I'm the greatest.
Trap,
let's go.
Trap, trap, trap.
And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.